friends, it's Murph. Welcome to my kitchen. I thought I'd show you a recipe tonight that I call spaghetti pie. It's really easy and really good. So I hope you like it and I hope you'll try it. So first I took a pan and I sprayed it with Pam. I'm doing a tinfoil dish tonight because I plan on giving this away. So I'm gonna just put it together and show you. So I typically do this after I've made a big spaghetti sauce and I have leftover meatballs. If you don't do that, buy jar sauce is totally fine. Also, you can just fry up some hamburger and you're good to go. So I'm just letting you know that that's what I'm using tonight because I made a big spaghetti the other night. So now I'm taking the meatballs, I've sliced them up, and now I'm going to put it together. So like I said, I've greased the pan a little bit just so it doesn't stick. So I had to make some extra spaghetti tonight because we didn't have any left over. But this is a great leftover meal. It freezes well too, so you can try that. So I just made this, so it's a little warm. So I've been just trying to let it cool just a little bit so I can put it together. So we'll talk about the layers. So the bottom layers, of course, spaghetti pie, that's your crust. So I like to put an egg in it to try to make sure I'm gonna put also some cheese so it'll make it form and make the crust. So I'm gonna put the egg, I'm gonna crack the egg right in here. You gotta have garbage disposal, throw it right in the sink. Okay, so I'm just gonna give this a little toss, make sure the spaghetti is all nice and coated, okay? And it'll help it from not sticking together quite so much as well. This is really good. Pretty quick to put it together too. Spaghetti only takes like 10 minutes to cook, so you know, even if you just had leftovers, you can just kind of throw it together after work. So that's sliding around really well. So I'm only going to use about a half of a box of spaghetti, but you can figure it out if you have leftovers as well. One of the key ingredients always cheese, butter. That's probably about it. You can make about anything with cheese and butter. At least you can make it taste good, right? Okay, so just kind of eyeball it. We just want it coated. I don't know, like 10 or 12 shakes, or a couple tablespoons anyway. Give that a stir. I don't know if you guys like Parmesan cheese. I would love it. Like if I'm not feeling good, I want spaghetti with a little bit of butter and the cheese. Heaven, love it. Okay, let's put it together. So now, try to use the see-through bowls so you can see as well. All right, let's throw that over here. Probably not throw it in the sink because it would probably break, right? And it's one of my favorite bowls. Okay, so basically, there's our crust. Looking good already, huh? You can kind of pat it down, but we're gonna put stuff on top of it, so it's gonna help. Just kind of spread it even so you don't have you know, it too thin. You wanna really kind of have it equal. Okay, let's set that aside for just a second. The next layer is a cheese layer. Of course, remember, everything's better with cheese. In here I have one 8-ounce container or 8-ounce block of cream cheese. And then to it, I'm gonna add some cottage cheese. I'm not gonna add all of this. I'm probably gonna add about half. And I also wanna help it bind together, so I'm also gonna add an egg to this layer as well. Give it a little toss. Okay, let's do about half of this. That looks about good. Let's give that a mix. It's really important that you soften your cream cheese or you're never going to, well, maybe not never, but you're gonna have a really hard time incorporating it together, okay? Break that egg up. So it's really important that we're gonna bake it because we have some raw eggs in there, so make sure we do that. So, looking pretty good, huh? Okay, not hard at all, huh? Let's bring back the spaghetti. On top of the spaghetti, I'm gonna add the cheese layer. Pretty good so far, huh? I really like this recipe. I don't think there's many recipes I'm going to share with you that I don't like. I like food for starters, right? Okay. So we're going to spread that around, try to give it a nice coating, give that spaghetti a nice coating. So there. Not hard, huh? Okay. Now we gotta add the meatballs or the hamburger. You would put the hamburger that you've drained, you've browned, drained, put it all over the top, and then you dump your sauce on it. But we're gonna use meatballs because that's what I have, remember? All right, so you know what? I don't know about you, but I'm just using my fingers because I want them layered. So I've already just kind of sliced them. So I'm just gonna layer them because, you know, it's really important that we get it covered and we have all kinds of good meat in each bite. Someday, if you want, I could show you how I make my meatballs. Just let me know what you think. I usually use hamburger and ground pork, mix it together, a little bit of love, some egg, probably usually like some crackers or something. I'm gonna cut up just a couple more. Like I said, we want to cover all of that. Thank God I had some, I think I had like a dozen meatballs left over, so thank God, because we're just about gonna use all of them. Actually, you know what? I think we will. So my meatballs are all cooked, of course. So really all we're gonna do is heat it up, but we're gonna cook that egg too. So we don't have to cook it for too long. The spaghetti was a little warm, so we're probably gonna put it in, just gonna rinse my hands. We'll probably put it on 350, because that's really what I cook. I cook everything on 350, pretty much, except pizza. We're gonna put that on 350. We're probably gonna cook it for 35, 40 minutes, something like that, okay? So here's the rest of my sauce that's left over. Of course, if you look at this plate, there's a ton here that we can't waste. So we'll scrape that right on there, okay? Here you go. Let's ladle that right on, cover up all the meatballs. What's really important is you really want to make sure you don't have any spaghetti sticking out anywhere. I remember when I first made this, there was spaghetti sticking out on the side, and then it gets all dried out and crunchy, and it's like you bite into it, you feel like you're going to break your teeth. You don't want that, of course. So make sure, you know what, it's like anything else, the more the merrier, bring on the sauce. And this is all leftover, so I'm either going to freeze it or I'm going to use it. So it looks like I'm probably going to use it all, which is nothing wrong with that. Just a little bit more. Scrape that right in. And it's going to fall down around the meatballs and get down into the spaghetti too. So it'll be good. All right, we'll set that aside. Okay, almost done. It's looking good. All right, I think I got it covered like I like it. A little crevice right there. Okay. Ready for it? Jeez. Okay. I still want to add some more of this because that's really good too. So we'll add a little bit of this on the top. It just gives it a different flavor, which I really, really like. Okay. We'll do that right there. Now we're gonna add, oh, we don't have to use all this, but this is what I had left over. This is probably about a cup and a half or so of mozzarella. Like I said, I don't have to use this all, but I might. It's looking like I might. All right. What do you think? Not much left, huh? Guess where it's going? Right here on top. Okay. There you have it. There's a spaghetti pie. I'm probably gonna put this, because it's a big pan, I'm gonna probably put it on a cookie sheet, and that way it'll be easier for me to handle in and out of the oven. I wouldn't cover it or anything, I'm just gonna throw it in there. let it heat up. You're gonna see it start to bubble on the edges, and of course you want the cheese melted. If you want, you can sprinkle it with like an Italian seasoning or anything like that. I'm probably gonna just leave it like this, then serve it with some Murph's Kitchen garlic knots and call it a party. Okay, hope you like it, hope you try it. Reach out with any questions, and I'll see you soon. Take care.